Hey everybody, my name is Bo Sanders, and I just want to go on the record as saying we need to be careful with this language about the war on this virus. In the last 30 years, this war imagery has migrated into everything from things with global implications, like the war on terror, to more seasonal or trivial things like the war on Christmas in the media, and everything in between. We could talk about the war on poverty, the war on drugs, the war on women. This thing has migrated out, and it has me concerned for two primary reasons. The first is that whenever war imagery is invoked, we migrate into a state of exception called emergency politics. And this is when we as citizens begin to lose some of our rights. Secondly, in a globalized capitalist system, in a consumer society, somehow the fix is always to do with shopping. You will remember the now famous exhortation by former President George W. Bush after the events of September 11th to not let the terrorists win by going shopping. And a brilliant article came out this week about the coming gaslight that's about to happen, where this phrase about returning to normal is going to somehow mask the consumer expectation. We have to be paying attention to this, to attend to it and mark it, because here's what happens. The state of exception starts out as a fluid situation. And then as it progresses, it becomes more solidified and codified as a precedent for future action. Then it becomes established and made more solid or concrete, written in stone as just the way things are. This is the migration of war and why we have to pay attention. We now live in a perpetual state of emergency, a crisis culture that is always exceptional. I've written a blog about this that I would love if you would read and give me some feedback on, but I just want to say I've come to expect this from American politicians. But as a dual citizen with Canada and the US, it always catches my attention when this mentality migrates north of the border. And this past weekend, I heard the Canadian Prime Minister use this war on the virus. Then yesterday, at the extended media circus of the COVID-19 press update, our current president said that the powers of his office were total. That should be concerning. When the state of exception means that the normal expectations are suspended, this is how we begin to have the creep come in, where we lose more and more of our rights and privileges. So it's worth paying attention to. Please read the blog and let me know your thoughts. And if you have any other examples that would be good for me to add to this growing list.